Dun 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 dun. Hello everybody and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Last time we retrieved the Master Sword, found out that Zelda was kidnapped, rushed over to Hyrule Castle after taking a leisurely stroll and dropping off a mushroom, and defeated Akanim, the evil wizard, who, in a desperate last attempt to rid us of his plans, decidedly pulled us into the Dark World, the evil manifestation of the Golden Land that was corrupted by evil power. This time, after being tasked by Sahasrahla, we have been tasked to travel the Dark World and rescue the 7 maidens, along with Princess Zelda. Our first stop is marked on the map as number 1, which is the Palace of Darkness. However, we've got other plans. Descending the pyramid here, also known as the Pyramid of Power, we will find that there is a lot of enemies in the Dark World. A lot. The Dark World very much gets its name from not just the fact that it is crawling with evil monsters, but also just the fact that it is notoriously dangerous. Enemies take significantly more hits here and are just outright, for lack of a better word, more dangerous. If you would ever so need to, you can use the magic mirror in order to bring yourself back to the light world, if you are so inclined. Feel free to use that information as you will. Like, you would need to pick up some items, or you need to grab something. Feel free to do so. However, we're not going to waste that much time. Heading off to the top right, we've got this shrubbery maze. And this little room, which is very reminiscent of the room that we found Sahasrahla in. You're new here, aren't you? Did you come here looking for the power of gold? Well, you're too late. It will obey only the first person who touches it. The man who last claimed the power of gold wished for this world. It reflects his heart. Yes, I came here because of greed for the power of gold. For the golden power. And look what happened to me. To restore the Golden Land and a person worthy of the golden power must defeat the man who created this place. Until that time, I am stuck in this bizarre shape. But what a mischievous thing to leave laying around. The power of gold. Triforce. Fantastic. We finally have it called by name, and I can stop being coy that it is indeed the actual Triforce. Bombing that wall out, we have some hearts. If you need a refill, I only needed a small top off. No major loot, unlike with Sahasrahla's. But we'll follow these arrows, and we can see that there is some sort of a maze here. We can make our way through there. You can just barely make out Link as he's going through the area. Use that to your advantage because, oh boy, is it gonna actually be a doozy. You can also kind of make out the path a little bit, probably much easier than on the original SNES. But still, kind of tricky. Nope, I am just misremembering things. It's okay. Up this way, and I'm Kiki the monkey, Kiki! I love rubies more than anything. Can you spare me 10 rubies? What will you do? We'll give him 10 rubies. Kiki, good choice. I will accompany you for a while, Kiki. This little monkey will actually accompany us. Purpose is unknown. While we are traveling a little bit and defeating some of these enemies and trying to avoid being hit, okay, you just outright disappeared. Let's actually talk about said enemies that we are just mowing down. These bouncing things are known as Ropa. The Cyclopses are known as Hinox, if you were wondering. And we've made it to the Palace of Darkness, but Kiki, if you give me 100 rubies, I will open the entrance for you, Kiki. What will you do? Try to open it yourself? Kiki, do it yourself then, Kiki. And he'll run off. Heading back over to the woods where you originally found him. You'll find him again, and if you deny him the rubies, I have no reason to talk to you then. Bye-bye, Kiki. We'll give him another 10 rubies. Let's not be stingy. We'll bring him over to the Palace of Darkness. And he'll open the door for us. Neat. With that out of the way, though, we're going to immediately abandon everything and actually head back into the light world. Why? Because I'm just that kind of person. I just want to cause as much trouble as possible. Haven't you figured that out yet? Wow, slow down. Big yikes. Okay. The world is absolutely infested with enemies. There are numerous enemies in place of the old enemies that you would have encountered on your journey. Stronger, faster, and more deadly. The entire world has been upgraded in the pursuit of defeating you. Take that into consideration. There used to be green soldiers here, now there are blue that take more damage. Isn't it great? The entire world's out to kill you. In any case, we're heading back up this way towards the tree cutter's house. And we'll see this tree that they were trying to cut down. If we so happen to run into it, we'll drop into this hole, which is a fairy fountain. But also gives us our 12th heart piece. You found a piece of heart. Your heart level increased. Neat. And we promptly lose our sword beams because bomb. That's not on me, but sure. We can see that the two lumberjack brothers are nowhere to be found for some reason. And that probably should be taken into consideration. But nope, not where I want to go. This way. This way indeed. We took a hit there, but we didn't take any damage. Hello? We're heading back up onto Death Mountain. Mostly because when we were last up here, found a pedestal that told us about something that we needed the Master Sword for. And so, we're gonna go and retrieve it. Even up on Death Mountain, things have drastically changed. We now have Tektites here. Blue Tektites, nonetheless. Can still take the portal here. And now that we do have Moon Pearl just like before, we are in our human form in the Dark World. If you haven't noticed that yet. Pull up the Book of Pandora, we'll read this, and for our troubles, we'll get the Ether Medallion. Its magic controls the upper atmosphere and polar wind. Watch your magic meter. This is a new magic spell that we can use, Ether. We could have acquired this as soon as we acquired the Master Sword, but I figured I'd leave it to now. Using it. Nukes all enemies on screen that actually can be killed. Let's actually use it on something that can actually be hit. Neat. We'll hop down here. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. You guys are just hitting me, but not actually dealing me damage. Heading back down, you might be wondering, how the heck are we supposed to get back into the Dark World now to actually go and get to the Palace of Darkness? Now that we have gone to the Light World and subsequently used the mirror to come back. We went to the Dark World at Death Mountain and used the mirror to come back at Death Mountain. So our portal back to the Dark World is at Death Mountain. Well, now what I wanted to do we head off to Hyrule Castle and try and step through. We'll find ourselves transported back to the Pyramid of Power. So if you're ever wondering how the heck do you get back to the Dark World after kind of screwing yourself over, that's one of the ways. There are also many, many other ways, which we will get into on another point in time. I'm gonna take a quick heal. Top off our magic meter. No, you do not top off the magic. Why did I think you topped off our magic meter? Oh well. And we've got this maze to contend with again. No worries though. We made through before. We'll make it through again. And we can earn more money on our way. Neat. Make up for all the money that Kiki kind of just robbed us of. Which, if you wouldn't notice, yeah, Kiki is gone now. Don't know why. Sure. Slay all the Ropa and Hinots. And welcome to the Palace of Darkness. We'll get into this next time, though. In any case, I've been your host, XFAngel98. If you enjoyed the show and you enjoyed watching, feel free to like, follow, subscribe. But as always, have a wonderful day and a beautiful night. Cheers.